I'm CJ Connor, and I work in acrylics. This is the painting I just finished.
What you were telling me? What's going on in this painting?
Well, I called it water ballet because I'd go out every night on a casting call to see what wanted to be in the painting. And I would come up with different things, and they're all arranged in a certain order to make your eye go around and around and around like a dance.
Like a dance. Yeah. Names.
Yeah.
So, how would you describe the type of work you do?
I would say that I'm kind of like more of an illustrator than a fine artist, like an illustrative type, like the old pulp magazines, because my paintings...
Like this one? This is
yes,
kind of
they tell stories or set up a certain, mood or whatever.
Is this the original?
Yes.
Oh.
These are for sale. These two.
This is not for sale. So.
This is the one where it's the same scene, outside looking in and inside looking out.
Oh, yeah, you've shown me that before.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, beautiful. Your name again?
Nancy Erickson-Detmer.
And you're from?
Chautauqua, Wisconsin.
Chautauqua. And what kind of art, how would you describe your art?
I don't know, it's all over the place.
Just like her.
That's right. I've got paintings, beadwork, fabric work. I do painted fabric.
All these behind you, are these yours?
Yeah, I do rustic, like the fish.
Oh, look at that.
The little Barbie doll over there with the wings.
Where's that?
Up to your right.
Oh, look at that.
That's an altered Barbie.
Yeah. Well, we like to pick on Barbies.
Why does everyone want to pick on Barbie? You do this geisha?
She's got an 18-inch waist.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to Japan a couple times, but I loved it. That's why I went to Japan.
So what? I used to teach in Korea, teach English.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. These are Don Olson's, these ones.
These look very Japanese, actually.
Yeah, I love his stuff.
Oh, this is Don Olson?
Yeah, this is Don's, yeah.
Oh. Don Olson. Where's Don from?
Chautauqua.
Marge Springett from Webster, Wisconsin.
You're a photographer. So what do you have here again?
I have tall ships from Duluth, the Tall Ship Festival in 2010. This is the Bounty. These are printed on aluminum sheets.
Printed on aluminum sheets?
Yes.
Why did you choose that?
They're water resistant, they're scratch resistant, they can be hung without a frame. You could hang them in your bathroom, you could hang them in your kitchen, you could hang them in your RV.
Is this kind of a new technology? Or?
It is.
Very new?
It is new.
How'd you hear about it anyway?
In the photography magazines.
Oh, wow. Let's get it.
And this is the Europa, which is the largest ship that came into Duluth this summer. This is the Bounty, which was featured in the movie The Mutiny on the Bounty. That's the Europa as well, only a different view going a different day. And this was the Roald Amundsen, which was a German ship that came in. That's Wisconsin Point. That one's Niagara. I'm not sure what beach that is, but it's Lake Superior.
Lighthouse.
And that's the Split Rock Lighthouse.
Lenny Salvacle, L-E-N-I, and I go by that because nobody ever got my real name right.
And where do you live? Where are you from?
South of Rice Lake.
Okay, and what kind of work do you do here? I mean, how would you describe your work here?
I do realistic, not photorealistic work, but I do realistic work. And I work primarily in watercolor and once in a while in color pencil. Color pencils are portable.
Oh, you're working on something here?
Yes.
What is this?
It will be leaves.
Is this a pencil drawing?
That's pencil. That's a little barred owl that was in our yard all winter. He lives in the woods behind us.
Hi, I'm Craig Bruce, and this is my pottery
Where are you from?
Duluth, Minnesota.
Oh, Duluth. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, you've been on here before, right?
Yep.
What can you tell me about your pottery here?
Everything's made on a kick wheel, so there's no motor or anything. I'm the motor, and watch the clay and pop on the wheel and start. If I want to make bowls or mugs or whatever, start working. And after I'm done finishing with those, then I load them into the kiln. After I get some glaze on them and fire them up. This is the end result.
Nice.
I try to keep my stuff as simple as possible so you can see the mark of how it was made.
Your name is?
Dan Morris, and I'm from the Olive Branch Frame Shop in Cameron, Wisconsin is actually our address. We're partway between Rice Lake and Cameron on Highway SS.
And what did you bring here today?
It's a sample of different framing techniques and different watercolor and acrylic painting techniques that my wife Janice does.
I'm David Hessick. I live in Long Lake Township.
And how would you describe your art that you do?
What I do is a combination of different things. I glue different woods together and then make attractive yet functional pieces out of it. But I also make things out of wood that I find in the woods that grows on my property. Things like maple that's been down and funguses have grown through the wood, so it creates a new wood.
Oh, wow.
And then I liberate that piece of wood and make it into a functional piece.
Oh, you do a lot of, like, would you say lamination?
Laminated. Mm-hmm. Different species of woods that I've glued together.
Different species.
All their natural color. So you can use it as a cutting board or a pretty vase, a baby rattle.
How long have you been doing this anyway?
35 years.
I'm Yvonne Christensen from Springbrook, and this is my first time doing the art festival.
How would you describe your art that you brought here?
Well, I work mostly in oil, and most of the pictures are taken locally, the rodeo, pastels from the lake. I have swans here that were on the lake.
Swans on Best Lake?
Yes, they were.
My name's Dan Wiemer, and I'm an artist from Red Wing, Minnesota. And this is my first year here in Spooner, and I paint in watercolor and acrylic.
Oh, okay.
And this is some of my work, and it has kind of a woodcut kind of a feel.
Yeah, it does. Look at these fish, these koi, right?
Oh yeah, it's almost like a batik a little bit.
So from Red Wing, how'd you hear about this show?
Toby Langham. I raise alpacas in Stone Lake, and what I am doing is needle felting, and the finished product will look like these hats, or you can make purses. This is roving that I'm working with, and the roving can either be this, or it could go to our spinning wheel and become yarn. And needle felting is a process of 4 needles, and they're barbed at the end. And every time you push them in and out, it locks the fibers together. And you keep adding layers of fiber.
Nancy Beck, and I do spinning and raise sheep and goats and llamas, and I was just doing spinning demonstration and some of the dyeing that we do. And
oh, look at this! Yeah. So do you make these things here?
These are Toby Langham's from her alpacas, and on this side over here are some of my homespun yarns. And,
oh, these are yours.
And this stuff is my stuff here. And I do needle felting too, and sewing, and try to incorporate some of the antique buttons and things that I've collected, and to make things unique. And these are something new I made this year, are some of the scarves with different multiple types of fiber in them.